Hi everyone, this is Dawn-Marie with CreativeDMEDesigns, and we're here today with week 5 of the Julie and Cara Brandon Fall Collab. Now this is the final week that we're getting digis, and I have Billy Goat up in my face trying to give me kisses, so that's why that was muffled. There, now they're down in my belly. My babies are in my belly. So as I said, this is week 5 of the challenge, the last week where we're going to have actual digis. The next week is going to be our final and our flip through, so you can see everything that's been done to the pages and how we put it all together. Remember that this is a hop, so you can use the hashtag J&CFall 2022 and find everybody who's been working on this. Now, we've had a group of fawns, that would be baby deers, that have been helping and have been doing the kits. So make sure you use this hashtag. Also, if you go to the box below, it should have the run of everybody who is working on this, all of the fawns. You should be able to click the next fawn in line to help the hop go, and you'll just be able to keep going and going and going. And also, the other thing that Julie has done is she has, a couple days down the line, been able to grab all of those and put them in one group on her DearJulieJulie YouTube page. So there's the deal on that. And as I said before, I'm Dawn-Marie with CreativeDMEDesigns, and here is day 5. So Cara has given us another beautiful collage. I mean, that toadstool is just amazing. Autumn hats, the different feathers. It's a yellow poppy. So it's just awesome. And Julie has given us a small page, another owl. This is one of my favorite background pages that Julie has. I use it a lot. I actually have a folder of just Julie's backgrounds, and I tend to go to there if I need anything. But that's one of them. And a library card holder and the front page of a book at home. So I have not thought at all what I'm going to do with this. I have all of this right here, which is leftovers and double prints. So there are things in here that I've used already that may get used again. And then all the little tiny things that I either haven't used or, once again, they're double prints. I'm going to have to double check on a couple things and make sure things went through. Hey everybody, I cut out some stuff already, and I had put these cow pages in because I really liked it. It said the old and the new way of milking, and I had put them in on the producers of beef and milk page a while back. This came from the, this is the little thing that said at home. It was like a book page. But what I did is, it's supposed to go this way. I'm going to turn it over, and I've cut out Producers of Milk and Beef because it didn't quite fit in the square or rectangle. So I have my new glue thing. My little ones were working, but it got a hole in it, and this was the next one in line to grab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick, I like the needle nose ones better because they are much, you can get less out. Oh, come on, I already have a sticky. Oops, I don't want it going down there. Ooh, I just got an idea. Because that went underneath there, and I do want it. Ugh, it's hard to get this lined up and centered. Very difficult to get this centered. Okay. Now, because this one's a pocket, all I have to do is go and do that. Uh-oh. It's popping up. So I am going to have to put a piece of scrap behind this because obviously when I cut it, it didn't cut it perfectly. So I am just going to put a dot there so I don't lose that. And put a dot there so I don't lose that. But now, as you can see, we're going to be putting some of that prettiness in the way of the cow. So what if I cut the bottom one out and put it down? Oh, come on. If I snipped this right here and snipped this one right, there. I can either use it someplace else or I could put it down. Actually, I'll probably use it someplace else unless I wanted to overlap it and put it underneath. Then again, I could also take that portion out and put it up a little bit and you would still get that bottom go. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're still closing out a cow, but I think this will work. I'm gonna put that like that. I'm gonna draw a line across here. Oops. Slidies. Okay. So there's that. So the other thing we have from that is it says at home, which I have down here. And I think I'm actually going to cover up that number 3 and put the at home at the top. So it will look like I used the entire plaque for this. Now, the back needs to have something put in it. Oh, also I have these cute little tiny things that came off of it. They are so stinking tiny that I did save them. So we're going to put them one right there. And one right here. And I think this is like 2 flowers, and I think, I don't know. It's so hard because one of them is so tiny. It's just not even, it's like microscopic. 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 Let's put that one right like that. And I think there's enough just on the edge of this. I'll be able to put the other one over here. Okay. So that page is good enough. I will put, oh, I must have lost one of the butterflies down here. Okay, so really all I have to do is find a piece of scrap paper. Hi everyone. So I have sort of gone through and cut up Cara's page. Found a page that I had a double here that I could use it as a double page. Now what I am going to do now, and I've just glued it on the edge here, I'm actually going to cut this edge of this page, which was one that I had stuck together anyway. And I'm going to cut it right down through here. Because I do want it to come over like that, or for that to be a flip. So I'm also going to glue down here and make that a pocket. On this side. So if I glue this, whoops, we definitely need one on that corner, and across. That adds a pocket right there into the book using a book page. I want to make sure that that sticks. This one is just a flap. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't know if I'll stick that as a pocket too. I may just leave it as a flap to tuck stuff in. But that's definitely a pocket. Now usually when I do pockets, I do like to put like a thing up here showing that it is a pocket. But I think what I may do is I think I may cut off the top here and put or as best I can cut off the top here. Maybe I'll just flip it down. And I think I'll probably cut it because it's breaking already. Of course, it would have been better if I had done that before I stuck it to the page. And I think that I'm going to use this right here. And I have to do it upside down because this is narrower. Yes, I'm sort of doing it blindly, but I know it's gonna make a thing there. So now we know that that is a pocket from that side. Now, what I'm thinking is that this page, maybe except for producers of mutton and wool, some of the stuff that I've taken off, especially like this that needs to be used from last time's yep, because that will take care of a lot of space in there. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but I've got snory babies today. Everybody's tired. I don't know why, but everybody's sleeping. I guess dogs just sleep a lot. Because this page is a pocket on the other side, and really I'm just using this to sort of hold things, I'm just going to glue everything down and make my own collage here, which I'll probably end up speeding up anyway, because I do have a lot of stuff that needs to get put down, that like little stuff, and this will probably be my little stuff page. Okay. And even if it comes over like that on the other side, I'll find something to go. Like this will probably be a, oh, you know what I can do here, which will look good. I'm gonna and it will just be the mushroom coming out of the page, which will look sort of cool. So we know that we have to find something to go over those two lumps there and that little offshoot there. And I would like to find something to just go right straight across the bottom there. It may even be a piece of lace, but who knows? So that was something that needed to be used from one of Julie's kits before, and of course I'm still going to have that flip over. There we go. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a flip on that side. I may end up just, well, I don't know. Let's see what I have here. So this was something that I had taken off. If I cut around the deer, cut that rustle off. I can put that up in that corner, and I'm just going to do the outside edge of this so that I can tuck stuff underneath it if I need to while doing because I might even be able to do like that. No, dropped off. Yep. Okay, I'm going to put a dot on the bottom here to go behind the dearie so I know where to stop it. Actually, I want it to go down as far as I can, so it will take a lot of room. Okay, and I've got to, it's like doing a little bit of a puzzle here. Get it put back, just more condensed. Okay. You can tell we sort of have a windy day today. You can hear my wind chimes a-going. Let me see if I can cut a little bit more off of this with one of my smaller scissors, because I really just did little things. Doesn't come off now that I've cut through a little bit. I think I'm going to do it right to the feather. Bruno is snoring. So once again, I'm only going to do the edge of this one, just in case there's something I want to stick under it or over it or want to play with it a little more. Okay. Stay down. I am going to see if... So I've been using my 3-in-1, or I'm not sure which one I put in this, fabric glue in this. I'm going to move and actually see if my Precision Craft Glue, Barely Art Glue, actually works better on this, because, of course, it's a different kind of glue. And I'm wondering if it will stick better between the two types of paper, because I've been having a lot of problem with the old book paper. Let's see what else I have here that can go on. I know I did cut a lot of little, and I also have things from other my Mr. Deer could come out from there. He could also be cut out and sort of put there. What do you think? Which place should Mr. Deer go? I could also put that butterfly there, which would stop that spot. Actually, I like that. Oops, I got to take my ball out. So let's put some glue down here. Oh no, I dropped it. Okay, and then I am going to cut, see where the like newspaper print stops, that's where I'm actually going to cut to, is that line, because it's a good line to use. You should always look for natural lines when you're cutting. It will just be a natural place or look obvious as to where you need to cut. I think I'm going to put them right down like, oops, got to get the little things out. Let's see. See, the thing here is I don't know if he's got antlers or not. Very difficult to tell. Like, that just looks like grasses to me, but this right here could be little tiny baby antlers. Let's make them tiny baby antlers. Let's cut out his face right to that same line. And there's that same line there. Okay, let's see what we've done here. If we slide it down, so this right here across should hold him down and keep us, just in case we need to add something more in. Okay. There we go. Let's just pretend he doesn't have any antlers, and that way, boop, no antlers. It's a fawn because it's still got spots anyway. Now I'm cutting out this. I think this is not a mushroom. I think this is a toadstool. And because this is a pretty good line right here, I'm just going to cut it up like that. Now look here. This right here could be good for the other side. Remember how we have that line that needs to be done? I'm going to hold that over there on the side because we know that that is there. Okay, and now we have to do this side. So it's like doing, I'm condensing is what I'm doing. Cara's already collaged page. I don't know. I guess that's what I'm doing. And adding things in from other places. I'm recollaging a collage. How about that? That's what we'll call it. Recollaging. And just because I have a feeling I'll probably do this anyway, I'm going to cut that right there so that I can shove something underneath there. Like that could go there. Oh, there we go. That's something that needs to be used from one of the other days. Something small, and it's part of Julie's, I can tell. I recognize things. Yep. So I think I'm going to glue at least this part down, because I don't think anything else is going to go there. And you can see I'm not going all the way to the edge because I may need to tuck something under. But at least that gets it down. Let's see what else I have here. Sorry, I sort of go into a Zen state when I do this. And don't talk. I do like that egg sticking out, but you know what? We have so many eggs here. I could like stick eggs all underneath. Eggs could go everywhere. Like one big egg could go here. Eggs could just tuck in everywhere here. And let's see what else we have. I do have that flower from Julie's that might actually be a good tie-in between the two things up there. There. That's much better. So I must have timed out at 29 minutes. So that's there. The other thing I can do is I can use a piece to put across there. Where is it? So I'm going to put that there, but it's on the inside. And then once that's dry, I'm going to flip this over and glue it that way so it looks like a flip there. And then I'm going to actually glue that there, and I'll cut off put that there, and I'll cut off what cuts these two squares there, because I know that they're gonna or triangles. And that can get stuck down now. Yes, this glue is working much better on these pages, I'll tell you that right now. So I'm going to pull that one over. We're losing the word champagnes, but that's okay. I'm going to twist this around, and I'm going to cut. I may not cut it, I may just flip it under. It will help strengthen the page. And then I can do another round hole punch where it was the first time. There we go. Or hopefully we'll get it in the same place. But it doesn't matter if we don't, just as long as we get it close. Oh, please don't do this to me. So, for some reason my Fiskar ones have been jamming up lately. Well, it did at least punch the hole well enough. I think that if I can just tear it, it's not pretty, but it gets the notch there. And maybe I'll, later on once it's dry, the wet glue might have been why it didn't work. And I'll go back and do that. Now let's turn it back around and see. Do we need anything more there, or do you want to show the... I don't like how square that is down there. So something small needs to go down there, which can be as simple as this flower. Oops. Actually, I should do it this way. Being tucked right there. And that ends up giving enough of a ragged edge. I know there's a little bit of a straight edge there, but I don't think it's going to matter. And I can get that glued down. Okay, so that's glued down. The only thing is there is the drop off there and the I don't like hard edges. And that takes away that hard edge, that cornered edge. Okay, now we need to fill in these two things right here, and I think an egg up there will look good. Let's see if we can find an egg that is about that size. I think this brown and orange one right here will work. What about that? Nearly perfect. Okay. I think I'm going to cut out at least one more egg. And this is taking you around the page. What other egg? I really, really, really like this orange egg right here. It's a very round egg. But it's also one of my favoriteest colors, orange. Okay. And I'm actually going to tuck it right behind there. So it still ties in with those eggs that are down there. And you can still see this little girl from Julie's. Looks like that needs to be glued down, but let's see. I know this is like deadly. This is gonna kill me. I want to take that half an egg out. Okay, that works. Ooh, I never did find something to go over that, and that's that rustling leaves. Well, that can actually be probably flipped over. Yep. How about that? And remember I said I had this down here, and we have this page right here, which is might not be thin enough. Well, that definitely works there. I'm just gonna put that across there. I'll make sure I get the little ones down. Okay. Let's see. So, I know this will probably be fast forwarded, but we'll see. My husband and I watched a really good movie last night. It was called The Black Phone. It was from a short story by Stephen King's son, and it was pretty good. It was more suspense than it was scary. Ethan Hawke did an amazing job, and I've liked Ethan for a long time. And he just did an amazing job with this one. I had sort of figured something out halfway through, and it ended up being what I had figured out, but that was okay. I wasn't upset about it, me figuring it out early. That was fine by me. So that got rid of the corner of that page, which really helps. And I actually think I can cut what's down here off. There we go. And it is a small pocket here. It's just the size of the mushrooms, so we'll have to find something to fit in there. It does come out a little bit from the page. Ooh, a lot from the page. Oops. Well, I left these little edges right here, figuring that I might have to add something to it. You see that I have them there, so I think I probably will end up putting some sort of lace there to, you know, add to the book so that it's not quite so harsh coming out of there. So I see something I can do here. I'm actually going to cut around, where is it? It's right there. This pine cone, because you see it's all yellow on both sides. So I'm going to do it in little nips. It's curving the corner. I'm taking some of the yellow away. Oops. Uh-oh, I may have taken its little stem off a little. That's okay. But we also want to make sure that we don't cut the poppy. So we know that the poppy is right here, and I can actually see a shadow through this. There we go. Now we'll go from the poppy side because we know it's just green on the other side. And we know the next thing is this rusted leaf. So I'm actually going to cut that way until we get to the green. So that helps that a little bit, round that edge. The other thing I can do is I can cut out the little edging on this, and that will make it not so straight. Because who likes straight edges? Not me. Make them as difficult as possible. Little cuts. And there was really nothing on that side of the page because the deer is set back a little into that card. And there's that. And we can do this one right here. Okay. Now the one thing I do want to do, I really would like to get a little bit, oh, you know what? There's this little tiny red egg right here. Hopefully it's the same color enough that I can just stick it on there and it will sort of extend past the, yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. And it will tie those in. So I guess that's how you make a double-sided collage work with each other. And actually this right here can come off because there's that rustle is pretty high. Okay. That's got to be glued down. Okay, so that's how you do a double-sided collage, everybody. I like it. Another one checked off. I'm going to stop you right there for a little while. I did do a couple things. I added to this one, you can see I added, sort of filled in some of the space there. I added down here. That one I believe I have finished. I had ripped this page, so I took some of the eggs, cut them in a line, and put them together to bind those two pages, or to make sure that that rip was taken care of. Excuse them, they know for what not for what they do. I also did this page, which is going to be just a tuck, and made, that's why, so pretty much this pocket and this page used all of today's. I have 2 of this size left, which I'm going to hold off because I'm probably going to use them to complete the journal. The other thing I made is I made this because I had the robin left and I had a owl. So this is I have to find a page that I can use it on. This is a corner tuck, like that, and I'll just, it'll sort of sit there and you'll be able to tuck stuff up underneath it. I actually think I'm going to put it on this page right here because look, there's eggs there. And I think this one will look good. And I am going to glue it in. In fact, now that I've found this page. No, Billy Goat. I really don't need kisses today. Okay. So how I glue this in is I open it up like this as far as I can get. I stick my little corner, my little glue, really thin glue nozzle right along the edge, and I do the same along this edge. And then I take and I fit it back over the edge, and I just make sure that I can get it totally into the corner. And then we have plenty of space that we can tuck something up in there and tuck something up in there, and there's another page done. I think that's all that I got done for day 5. I did do one other thing while I was watching Julie. It has absolutely nothing, well, it doesn't have anything in the, from the challenge in it, but I had this was an original page, about the, mohair and wool, and then I have these really vintage, doilies, and I just stuck the doily, stuck the page in first, glued it in, and then put the doily over it, and I probably will go back and put some color on the doily, or maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do, but that's the only other thing I did today, and that's what used up all of day 5. And I even think I used other days in there too, but pretty much it's all on this one multi-paged, and it's, no, not really. I was going to say it's in the center, but it's not really in the center. Multi-paged thing for day 5. As you can see, we're getting sort of big here. This is what the edges look like. I sort of like all the different edges sticking out. This is from this side. Oh, I did do one other thing. The back of this was really ugly, so I had one long portion left of the brown, which is over here. I don't know if I'll add to it or just leave it like that. We'll see when we do the final walkthrough exactly what I've done to complete this. So I want to thank everybody for coming and watching. Always have fun while you're making something. That's something, you know, people forget, especially when you're doing all these different, I don't want to say monitored, challenges, all of these challenges that certain things need to be done by certain dates. You got to have fun, and you got to laugh. You got to put jokes in here someplace where nobody's going to realize it. You know, that only you know. You know, like this page. That's my joke page. And you've got to love and take care of your fur babies, like my Billy Goat and Abigail, who are all up in my face while I'm crafting. I do have my other ones are up here. Bruno is always under my feet. There's a small bed there for the other Chihuahuas. And I have a little chair in a nook with a pillow on it. Nugget's over there right now. But just always take care of your fur babies. And make sure you have plans for them if something were to happen to you. Right, Billy Goat? If you could see her right now, I'm going to try to show you, okay? But you may see down my shirt. No. Okay, so she's in my shirt hanging backwards. This is what she does. Now, I have got it very well placed so you can't see down my shirt, but this is how she travels with me all day. This is my shirt right here. She likes to be in my shirt. And actually, this is Abby. So I look like I have a big, huge tummy, but I really don't have a big, huge tummy. I have 2 Chihuahuas in it. Yeah? You gonna say goodbye, Billy? Bye, Billy! Bye, Billy! Bye, everybody. This is Dawn-Marie with CreativeDMEDesigns, and this is Billy Goat, and this is Abby, and we want you guys to have a great day. Bye.